So I recently used Google Gemini for transcript things and whatnot else, and I have another short related to that, and that's what this is about. So I said, sometimes trying to use AI to make life easier ends up doing the exact opposite, and whatever I wanted it to do for me could have been done by myself in the time it took for me to get the stupid friggin' thing to do it right. Last night, I gave Gemini a TXT file, which is basically a transcript from a video, but the timings are stupid and take up a lot of space and won't work to put on YouTube for subtitles without timings, or with, let's be real here, it won't accept that one that way. To auto-match, as it will just assume the timing structure is part of the text transcript and screw it up, and yes, I tested it, and this is what happens. So I wanted Gemini to remove the timings and leave the text intact with 15 of these files. First file, it does perfectly fine. Formats the text so every sentence is on a new line and nice to look at. Second file, it does it, but for every freaking sentence, it puts this absolutely brain-dead, retarded second file, it does it, but for every freaking sentence, it puts this oh, holy shit, I'm having a stroke now. Retarded citation BS nonsense link, which cites my freaking file at the end of the sentence, sometimes 6 freaking citations there. Why is this a problem? Because instead of having timing structure that looks like this at the start of some lines when copying the text output, now it force fucks cite in page 2 at the beginning of every line and cite out page 5 or whatever the frick at the end of every line. Basically, it made the problem 15 times worse than it was. So I get it to not do that, and it's fine. Third file I give it, it decides to put the output. It decides to output the text without the nicely organized line breaks between each sentence, which is not a big deal. Who cares? It's really just a consistency of which it has literally none. A few more files, generally fine, then all of a sudden it decides to say, yeah, to hell with organizing every sentence on a new line for you, suck it human, and puts all the text on one single line. 8 retries of a prompt later, it solves the problem that it created as well. The next file, it suddenly decides to only read like 5% of the text, process that as I want it, and end it like it completed its job. I reprompt, same thing. I give it a strongly worded complaint using some nice sentence enhancers, and it apologizes and tells me the tool it uses to access the file can only see part of the files. I call it a liar and bring up previous files having no issue. It apologizes again and says this is a sudden issue. Fine. Instead of giving it the damn files, I copy the text from the file to give it to instead. And what does it do? It again puts the damn citations from a previous fricking file. I would have gone just as mad and taken just as long if I went through every freaking file and deleted those damn timings lines myself. The only difference would be that at the end of it, I would have been hating myself versus hating Gemini.